EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Rodgers. Big hold to the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
And that... It's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Try and throw on 3rd down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rodgers again now. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Pollard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. No score after one on EA Sports. Second and 16. Prescott to throw it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Running with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. To throw is Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Feel it, baby.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Oh, big hole right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, a 23-yard run. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents.
Oh, a leap it, he will make the catch. Well, they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now. It's Elliott, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Pollard. And this time he is in. Yes. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there. Going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's got the hook up to Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Rodgers will throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott now. And he fires one incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Toss to Jones running left. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. The kick by Crosby is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season.